I've lived in a mountain town for about 6 years now, so let's talk about some of the pros and cons of living in a mountain or ski town. Let's kick it off with the pros. Number one, the access to the outdoors. You really just can't beat the access, not having to deal with any traffic. Number two, the sense of community. I love living in small towns. I just love that feeling of neighborly love and seeing people at the grocery store. And obviously there are cons to that too, which I'll go into. Number three, I think the most refreshing thing when I first moved to the mountains was that people had a different way of seeing the world and a different value system when it came to work. Where I grew up and where I went to college, it was pretty high pressure and people really identify with work as their identity. And in the mountains, people are more of the mentality of not live to work to live. But there are issues that come with that too. So again, it's not a black or white, one is better than the other. And I find myself in different points of my life switching between the two and kind of hovering in the middle. And number four, if you find yourself overstimulated in big cities and you just love peace and quiet, then mountain towns and ski towns will provide a lot of peace and quiet. Okay, now moving on to the cons. Of course, this depends on which mountain town you're in, and overall, they're going to be pretty small. Having a pretty small population is going to affect a lot of things. It's going to affect your work opportunities, opportunity to network and meet new people, and just overall diversity. That kind of leads me into my next con, which is just having a very small dating pool if you are here single. I do have plenty of friends who have met their significant others here living in the mountains. But I think there's also the reality that a mountain town is a very, very small community. Lastly, it is expensive. I don't think any more expensive than any major city like New York City or San Francisco. Given what I talked about earlier with the nature of the job market, I think it's a unique situation where it is just quite expensive to live. I hope talking about this helps you think about whether living in the mountains would be the right move for you. And I don't think anyone ever needs to pigeonhole themselves into just being a mountain ski town person or being just a city person. I think there's a lot of flow back and forth between the two. So let me know in the comments if I missed any pros or cons. And if you want to see more of what it's like living in a ski town, follow along because I'll be posting more this summer and of course my usual ski adventures in the winter.